Welcome to Derek Does. Today, we're doing this. This is a series I did on baking. I did this a couple years ago and I just hated to waste it. And I thought I'd throw it up here on Derek Does because I do a lot of stuff. Now this particular one is this, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. Aloha! Welcome to Baking with Derek. I'm Derek and we're gonna be baking. If you like the shows, please subscribe below. Today, if you haven't noticed from the loud shirt, it is Hawaiian Roll Day. We're gonna be making homemade Hawaiian rolls. These are just, if you never had these things before, you have to make them. And I'm gonna show you how coming up. Come on. All right, we're gonna begin first with liquids. We're gonna use just a measuring cup. We need 1 cup of liquid, basically. So half a cup of, I'm using 2%. You can use a whole milk or 2%. And then the other half, pineapple juice. That's what makes Hawaiian rolls Hawaiian. Pineapple juice. Then we pour that into a pan. And put it on medium. We just want to heat it up to about 115, 120. And then that'll be enough for the yeast to have a nice warm place to grow. Next, we're going to add 1/3 cup of butter. And I like to slice my butter so that it melts easier. All right, we've reached about 120-ish. We're gonna pour this into our bowl. I like to do a final little swirl to, one, cool down the mixture, but also to make sure all the butter has melted. You don't want to overcook this because what will happen is you'll curd your milk. Our butter's pretty much melted. It's cooled down enough to do. We're gonna now add our yeast. I add 2 teaspoons, sprinkle on top. And then just a little bit, about 1/8. We let that sit for 5 minutes. While the yeast is rising, we need 3 egg yolks. Lost that one a little. That's okay though. To the egg mixture, we're going to add 1/3 cup of organic cane sugar. And mix. You can also add your teaspoon of salt during this time. Okay, our yeast has started to poof in the liquid we have. So now we're going to add our egg mixture and 4 cups of flour. and stir. And now move it to the mixer. All right, 5 minutes is up. Take it out. If you notice, it's a lot like Play-Doh. I like to still work it just a little bit, make sure it has a good feel to it, that the mixer did a good job. Get in a ball. Put it back in your bowl. And put some plastic wrap on. And that sits for an hour. It's been about an hour, and if you notice, our dough has almost doubled in size. That's kind of what you want. It doesn't have to be, it's not like a bread dough that gets like crazy big. It just has to like 3/4 to double its size. But before we do that, we need to butter our pan. I use a steel pan because it just works better than if you use a pottery or a ceramic one, because the pottery holds the heat and will actually cook your rolls way too long and they'll be hard. So that's what I like to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna butter this pan with a little bit of the butter left over that we used and go to the next step. Deflate the air. Cut your dough into 12 equal pieces. Form each piece into a ball, folding it inside itself. Place the 12 pieces in your pan. And just cover with some plastic wrap. And we let these guys rise for about an hour. All right, an hour's passed. Let's take a look at those, huh? They've risen pretty nicely, haven't they? These are almost ready to go in. I'm gonna turn on the oven, but before I do that, I always put in a pan of water, which helps just give it steam and helps everything, just helps all your bread rise better in the oven, just bake better. Okay guys, it's time. 25 minutes has passed and I'm gonna pull them out. Look at those, huh? Now what I do is I still have that butter left over and I just rub it on top. Fresh Hawaiian rolls. The smell is amazing. If you like these, and if you like any of my other stuff, please subscribe. Aloha. See you next time.